Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. I have my crystal ball off to the side, so I will be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different. If you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do. If it doesn't resonate with you, if you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. So channel members, High Priestess tier, you guys will have your next video post on Monday. If you're interested in channel memberships, that link will be in the description box below. For those of you who are interested in full moon messages, there's an event on April 1st at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time between myself and Steph over at House of Scry, and you can go down to the description box, follow it to her Buy Me a Coffee, and you can read all about it over there if you're interested. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take a step. Oh yes, let's take a step. Okay, taking a step aside. And allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay, so there's something very quiet going on right now within the energy. It's like the energy has paused, which is interesting because the energy had been a little chaotic there for a little bit, and now it's like static still. That's kind of how it feels. And in this static stillness, there's something emerging through that static and butting up against a field, and it very much feels like the field of the dead. Okay, so there's something about a crossed over loved one that's stepping forward, and I'm trying to get like into details and it won't let me, which tells me they're going to keep that part vague so it can speak to any number of things. If you have for example, an ancestor that's been stepping forward, if you have a best friend that passed that's stepping forward, or if you have like a spouse that passed that has been stepping forward, the time frame is within the last week, possibly extending into 2 weeks. If you've had one stepping forward in that time period, this message is going to be for you. Okay. There seems to be some sort of message that this person is bringing forward for you in your own life. So either you've had a dream about something they were trying to tell you, something they were trying to instruct you to do. I very much feel like this instruction sort of energy. Like, hey, try this, or hey, have you ever done this? Or for those of you who don't remember your dreams, it's coming in the form of a pull. Okay, like I feel pulled to do this, or I'm really curious about this sort of food, or I'm really like curious about this kind of thing. And the reason why is because now I'm like being shown like a sparkly, it's like there's something about your energy system, right? The energy system, which affects all systems, and vice versa. All systems affect the energy system, so take it whichever way it needs to go. There's something about that they're trying to give you information about to help you in some way. So there's something here that's either blocked or something that's going on that they're trying to help you with. Okay. 3 cards. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I don't know. That gave me so much chills. That gave me so much chills. That one? Okay. I'm looking at the crystal ball, and I'm seeing like a guitar pedal, and I'm seeing the knobs on a guitar pedal, and very specifically, it's almost like this guitar pedal makes like synthesizer noises and like some like very crazy like electrical noises and stuff. And I'm seeing someone like switch through the different sounds. It's like attuning the frequency to a different vibration. Okay, so that's what whatever it is that they're trying to push someone towards, that's what they're doing. And this can happen any sorts of ways, right? If maybe some of you've been, feeling really called or pulled to like go to the gym, like obviously, that's a little bit more on the obvious spectrum of why that would change our frequency a little bit. But maybe some of you, it's been like incorporating like this one thing into your diet. There's something about that thing that, maybe it changes chemicals, maybe it does something inside of your body that just changes the frequency just right for, and then that's going to be very specific to everybody. Every person's going to have a different for that they're working on. Here we have the Fool, that is spirit, and here we have the Hangman, again, that block. So trying to get someone's hands untied from behind them. In other words, there's something here that we maybe have felt like we couldn't change, or something's kind of just stuck, right? And trying to get someone off of that sort of space of stuckness. Space of stuckness. Oh my God. Am I going into the hangman? Yes, I'm going into the hangman. So there's this energy that's going on within the hangman, right? Whenever we see the hangman, this is where our consciousness is kind of descending. It's like flipped. So we're in this space where we're occupying this more subterranean, subconscious, unconscious space, and working through those things in order to receive secrets. This is the space of the spirits. So this is one reason why for some of you, you may have had lots of spirit experiences taking place right now. You may notice your dreams are ramping up. For others of you, you may just be really emotional right now as you're being attenuated. Is that the right word? It might be the right word. Attenuated to this underworld, subterranean sort of energy so that you can connect with the dead. Again, there's something here about just the span of like 1 or 2 weeks is when this particular individual has been stepping forward, and they've been stepping forward with this gift. I'm almost seeing this rather than the baggage on the fool's back. I'm seeing it as, hey, this is my pack of tricks. I've learned some things, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to share with you what I've learned. And there's something very interesting that's going on here between these two. It's almost like the Fool in this instance is much more powerful than the Hangman, which most people wouldn't think just because the Fool is at the very beginning. Interesting thing is Arthur Edward Waite, Pamela Coleman Smith originally had this just before the World card, meaning the Fool was actually quite powerful. It also meant that the end is the beginning. So there's something here inside of a person's life here with the Hangman that seems to be ending and passing away. So it's like this cycle that's trying to complete. And part of the new beginning requires this attenuation to a new energy or a new vibration. It's like going through the scales, right? Not literally note scales, but just hear me out, going through the scales of vibration in order to find the right pitch. The right pitch has something to do with something we have been working on inside of our lives. Whatever it is that this information is being given to you, it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with this. It might not have anything to do with it, but whatever area in your life that little piece of information fits in, it's what's needed to create that sound that gets you here. Okay. Am I taking the bottom? No, I'm not taking the bottom. Not till the end. Okay. So now we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is Seven of Pentacles is something that's slowly growing. It's like the fruit ripening on the vine. If you notice, he has this one fruit between his legs. It's already fallen off that vine, or maybe that vine has extended down. I'm noticing that this over here is kind of like things that we have accomplished thus far. Okay, and so this is between his feet, which means it's our root, the root of our energy system. And I know, semantics, people are going to be like, the root's up here. This is where our energy first touches Earth. This is our root. And the Earth star is down here. The Earth star is something a little bit different. So I'm going to be focusing here on this level. This is where our body touches basically the magnetic zero of Earth, right? It's not the energy that extends up. It's not the energy extending down. It's like that grounding field right here. And this is where when we have our feet firmly planted on the ground this way, and when we have an energy showing up here, it means that there's a transference between the underworld and the middle world. We can think of this as the preconscious layer inside of our own psyche. So there's something here that's emerging from that preconscious layer that is not just a result of the fruit ripening on our vine, meaning the efforts of your hard work, but it's also the ground meeting you, right? The ground is sustaining and holding that up. There's something here that's going on where it's almost on the edge of someone's awareness exactly what it is that they need to do to change their frequency. They're not thinking of it in terms of this, right? We're not thinking that, oh, this is the thing that I've been working on. We're thinking, oh, I'm working on all this over here, but like maybe I'll go out and like buy that spice, or maybe I will go and, get that new pair of shoes for myself, or maybe I'll visit that park. It's something like that, where it's something seemingly small and insignificant, but it has this huge effect. It signals the ripening of everything else. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That came through very weird for me. Okay. Yeah, again, that information or opportunity being given by Spirit showing up with the Ace of Pentacles. Not only is it a new beginning, it's this sort of completion of something and entering into this new beginning, but it's the key. It's like handing someone the key so that they can pass through that gate. Some of you, this may not have, for some of you, this information hasn't come through yet. The spirit's here, the information hasn't come through yet. So if you're watching this and you're racking your brain and you're like, yeah, I haven't received anything like that, I'm going to say this. I would give it until Easter official because of the Easter lilies, okay? Okay, justice. And this is about balance. This is balancing something that is imbalanced within our system so that our entirety of our system matches the new frequency that we've actually adopted someplace within our mind, within our consciousness, right? Going back to this card. So there's this consciousness factor that is driving everything. There's things that we've become aware of, things or perceptions that have shifted, lessons that have been learned, but there's still a part of our energy system that is sluggish and living in the old. This isn't because of a cord. Maybe for some of you it is, but I'm not feeling that for the majority of you it's not because of like cords or, you know, any of the stuff that we talk about. It's simply that there's just this little piece that's missing. It's kind of like if you have one of those if you have one of those light brights and you have all those like little lights plugged in, if you have one light missing in just a specific right place, it throws the whole thing off. And maybe you can't see the whole image. The whole image only comes into view once you have that right one plugged in. Or like Christmas lights. If there's like one Christmas light that goes out, it just ruins the whole thing. It's like, oh, there's a missing space. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here is there's just one thing missing. And once that one thing gets plugged in and it starts vibrating correctly, a whole new energy comes into view. I have to say it because it's coming through. For some of you, the sign of Libra might be important in terms of a plan that you have, okay? Here we have the Temperance. Okay, now I'm taking the bottom 3 cards. Okay. And then the bottom now is the theme. So the theme is that someone feels stuck. And this is what it's doing. It's trying to get someone unstuck. You may feel that you've been flirting with the end of a cycle for like a year or 2 years, right? And this is a way to like fully move out of it. Here we have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is about, again, the attuning of things. It's purifying that liquid. It's heat. What was just heated and cooled is now being cooled all the way. And then this card actually leads us into the Devil card. And that Devil card is basically the things that we're bound to. So what it's saying is that it's changing the vibration of something so that we're no longer bound to something. Here what we have the 10 of Wands going into the 9 of Swords and then ending with the Page of Swords. So this is a difficult thing, something that, you know, it's probably an era of anxiety or some sort of cycle that caused a lot of anxiety for somebody, really kept someone up late. And it's almost like the aftershocks of that anxiety and the things that it did to our energy system. That's what's trying to clear out. And it takes this little bit of information to do so. Okay. This is rather mysterious for me just because I am feeling that most of you kind of know what this is. Feeling that some of you won't know until that Easter time period, closer to Easter. So give it a little bit of a window and see if something comes through for you. I'm going to leave this here. Whoever's message this is, feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to leave me a comment. And until next time.